Tai, that was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. Very random topics to be talking about for each individual person.
Thank you.
Yeah, talk me through how those acts came about.
Oh, well, I do like a lot of improv comedy shows, and I do lots of I always play really strange characters, but anytime a celebrity would come up, I'd usually end up playing them.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, this is actually working okay. So then I started to do it more and more. And then I started to practice just around the house by myself, annoying my flatmates. And then I thought, I'm just going to try and do a show like this. And then it became one of my favorite shows to do, where I'll do 32 impressions in one show, but it's all improvised.
What?
Yeah, so how it works is a member of the audience at random gets given a list of 32 impressions.
Right.
So I don't know who I'm going to be playing or in what order, what context, and the audience picks the location. And then what happens is I'll do little scenes between say 2 to 4 characters, but I'm playing all of them at the same time.
Okay, hang on. So you, as one person, you're playing up to 4 different characters at one time in a scene?
Yeah, I'm just literally just going backwards and forwards and doing this and having a conversation, having to remember what's happening at the same time.
Okay, so I could say to you, could you be Michael Jackson speaking to, I don't know, Jim Carrey on the set of Jungle Book?
Yes, if they're on my list.
Are they on your list?
They're not on my list.
Could you not do that for me now?
Michael Jackson and Jim Carrey.
I don't know. It's the first thing that came to mind.
I've never done either of those before.
Okay, all right. So then I'll give you a moment to think about it, and then we'll come back to that. Sound like a? Can you do? You've got to do Michael Jackson.
Ah, man.
Very high pitched.
Hey, I'm Michael Jackson. No, do you know, man, it's ignorant. I'm Michael Jackson. Yay!
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
And Jim Carrey, how would he sound? Well, I came over here on the bus, and then I came really fast, and then I decided I'll trick on his revolver while speeding.
Yes, that's exactly what you do.
It was okay, but I spent a lot of time practicing, so they're okay. But yeah, I have a full list.
Okay.
Like an actual full list.
A full list of 32 people that you have mastered.
Mastered, close to. I mean, to be honest, the fun thing about impressions is that you're always tweaking them.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's always your version of that person, so it's not supposed to be perfect. So, one of my favorite impressions ever is Jimmy Fallon doing Harry Styles.
Okay, go. Go. I'm so in awe of impressions. I can't do any impressions other than my mum and dad when they're having a bicker about something. But can you please just give me that one?
Yeah, so Jimmy Fallon doing Harry Styles, because Harry Styles doesn't do any of the things that Jimmy Fallon's doing, but it's so perfectly Harry Styles.
Okay.
So for some reason, it's just my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Okay,
Go for it.
okay, all right.
Okay.
It's just something like this, That's it. That's all he does.
Okay, that
I
is
just love
basically
it,
him.
but I love it so much.
I see it.
Yeah.
I totally see it right there in front of me.
Yeah.
All right, so how long would it take you? I know you said they're always tweaking, but how long would it take you really to kind of get an act in the hat, so to speak?
To make it show ready, anywhere between a day to a month.
Really?
Yeah, because I kind of got to find the direction to take them. Say Eddie Murphy, there's 2 different types. There's I'm Eddie Murphy, I'm a donkey, which is kind of over the top. But Eddie Murphy, nowadays, is a lot more chilled. So I kind of go somewhere between young and old Eddie.
Right.
But he always end up swearing when I play him.
Oh.
It's really hard.
But he swears a lot.
He does.
So.
Man, motherfucker, man, everybody's excited, man. I'm sitting here with Scarlett Douglas, man. Everybody's going to be excited to see this.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. That is him right there. Oh, wow, you just go straight back into you.
I have to practice character switching, because if I'm doing a show where I've got to play, say, 4 people in one scene, I have to switch between characters and switch back. And remember where I am. I can do Bill Clinton, who's in love with George Bush, and then Obama's serving drinks at the bar to Matthew McConaughey. So I've got to keep track of how the scene's playing out and make sure I don't forget where it's all happening.
Yeah. So you basically started off doing impressions for your flatmate, and now you are pretty much touring, doing shows. You're kind of everywhere. Yeah,
I do shows all around, mostly London, but around the country. I did a bunch of cool shows in Edinburgh, which was really, really sound. It was interesting how different people found different things funny. So each audience was very different. Oh, okay. Some loved Denzel, others liked Moss. It was really interesting just to see how I can just play to different types of audiences.
Mm-hmm. And who do you think's been your most popular person to impersonate that the crowd have really taken to?
Oh, that's a hard one. That really is a hard one. I'd say the top ones. Sorry, cheating a little bit.
Ones. That's okay.
I'd say Obama.
Yep.
People have a lot of love for Obama.
Yeah.
You know, I guess specifically now as well, especially now.
Yeah.
Obama. Denzel Washington's my newest one.
Okay.
Yeah, he's so cool and so interesting and so confident. So playing him, like, I really have to try and be as confident as him, and he's just all the way up there, and I'm like,
Okay.
yeah. Because the interesting thing about him is that he doesn't ask you, so he didn't say anything to you. He tells you.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not saying what the time is, he's telling you what the time is. And that's such a
Okay.
difference, to be in his body. And Matthew McConaughey always gets love. And Gandalf.
Okay.
And
yeah.
Fuzzy Bear for some reason from the Muppets.
Yeah, I know Fuzzy Bear. Everyone knows Fuzzy Bear, surely. Can I see a little bit of Fuzzy Bear?
Let's see. I'm sorry I'm late, but I have bare feet.
Okay, I get it. Bare feet, he's a bear, bare feet. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm with you. So, Tai, clearly you really pay attention to the people that you were going to impersonate. Have you ever done Trump?
Do you know what? I did once and I wouldn't like to again.
Oh, really? Why not?
I don't like having him inside of me.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I think a lot of people would say.
Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
Okay.
People like, do Trump. I'm like, no.
No, you don't want to embody Trump.
I don't want to.
I understand.
So yeah. I actually did a show once, an improvised musical show where I went on as Obama and I sang a song called "You're Gonna Miss Barry O."
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
So it's kind of like the positive side of things,
Yeah.
not so much the negative.
So Tai, I've picked up there on improvised musicals. Can you please tell me how you do that?
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I've been trained in like improvised music by some really great people, and really how it works is it's a musical
Right.
that's improvised.
Okay, but also doing impressions of lots of different people.
Sometimes, well,
right.
I do two different improvised musical shows. One is actually based on audience suggestions, and it's a very standard musical.
Mm-hmm.
So, we start doing a scene, break into a song, someone else joins in, some harmonies in the background, and then verse, chorus, and end on a big note. But it's all made up. Everything is made up. And then the other show is actually an improvised hip-hop show or a freestyle hip-hop show,
Yeah.
all based on audience suggestions. So our opener is whatever word that the audience starts with, gives us.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're rapping about. It could be like pelicans.
Okay.
And that's our whole rap. We go into a scene, then break into a rap. The other thing is we interview a member of the audience,
Mm-hmm.
and then we rap about everything we've learned about them. So we have to remember and also rap and also make sure it rhymes. But also there's a bunch of us who got to make sure we're passing the ball around. One of my favorite parts of our show to do is like we provide some nice soulful backing vocals, and we do like a pick-me-up song, something that someone's been feeling a little negative about,
Okay.
a pick-me-up song, and then delivery is more spoken word.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then for our finale, the audience throughout the show has been writing down words on cards.
Right.
We don't know what these words are, so they're going to be flipped, and we've got to rap as they're being flipped.
No way.
Yep.
How do you do that? Can you practice this? Can you learn it anywhere? Or is it literally
Anyone can do it, really. Anyone, any age, any person. And also it's just about doing it, not worrying so much about it.
Okay.
And it makes it a lot easier.
Okay, tell me more about your shows. You said before that there's a group of you.
Oh, yeah, so I do my solo impression stuff. I'm also part of the hip hop show and the other musical show called Musical. So it's, the shows are Slice of Rhyme for hip hop, Musical for the other one. And I'm also a founding member of New Zealand, which is London's first all-black improv group.
Wow.
Yeah, before then, London's first all-black improv group was just my solo show.
Oh, okay, so you were one of the founders of that?
Yes.
So how did that come about?
Well, I love improv. I love the world of improv. Yeah. It's taught me so much. It's brought so much happiness into my life. But at the same time, it is not a very diverse place, not a very diverse world. So in order to kind of get more people of colour into improv, we started the group New Zealand, which then kind of got bigger very quickly. And then through Hoopla, we now have a monthly BAME night.
Oh, wow.
Which is something that just does not exist in London at all. It's actually the only BAME improv night. It's not character comedy, improv, and stand-up comedy. And all the improvisers are BAME improvisers. And we get some really unique scenes, some really unique things that come up, things that wouldn't come up in other shows, because it's not just about the people who perform, but the way they perform. And it could very regularly be like the context of a scene's just still feeling very white. And I'm like, the audience are loving it. I'm just sat there thinking, yeah, this ain't for me.
No.
You know, like when you just have a certain type of comedy and you're used to it growing up, but then when you go someplace else and it's not there. So what we've been doing is getting more more performers of color into improv. They come to see a show, they'll perform as a stand-up maybe, and then we're like, okay, why don't you come and try a bit of this as well? And then we've been building. I think we've like quadrupled the number of BAME improvisers, which sounds cool, but the numbers were quite small to begin with.
Okay.
Our new plans for this year are that we're doing a special like free class to get more BAME people into improv. And these will be people who've like seen before, who've been like guest comedians or actors who've like seen it and want to give it a try. So we figured we'd do this free class that we'll teach, and then straight after that, they'll do a show. And it's just to kind of get them involved, and then we can get more people involved. But it's also not about keeping us separate, but also just getting more people of color into this wonderful world, really. And also people seeing the value of diverse performers in improv.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm so surprised that there has never been an all-black impressionist group before. Like, that's crazy to think that we don't really have that. And now here you are, the founder of New Zealand, and it's NUZ Land, right?
Yeah, NU space Z space LAND.
Okay, and how did that come about, that name?
Oh, it's a funny play on words.
Oh.
Because of the New Zealand rugby team. They're also known as the All Blacks.
Okay,
Yeah.
Clever. I
Yeah.
like that. I mean, so what would you say has been the highlight for you so far in your career?
Doing a great show is always a great highlight, or just the idea of getting more people of color into improv is always a win. But I've got to do some cool stuff because I'm also an actor as well, and a writer as well as director.
Okay.
So I got to write and direct some sketches for Stormzy and the #Murky crew, which was really nice.
Wow.
I was on Michael McIntyre's big show.
Yes.
And that was really, really fun because it's filmed. It's not broadcast live, but the part I was doing was live.
Right.
So if I made a mistake, that would be it. Yeah. So knowing that I could do something under that pressure was really good for my like just self-confidence. So I thought, if I can do that, there's lots of things I can do.
Absolutely.
And also I wrote and directed and starred in a sketch for BBC Three.
And I mean, what would be next for you? Clearly, you've done some great things. You've been on TV. It sounds fantastic. What is next for you? Or what would the dream be, the goal?
But I think ultimately, what's next for me is I've pitched some more comedy shorts to BBC Three. Hopefully they'll pick those up. That'll be really nice.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm sure they will. Fingers crossed. I'm sure they will.
I'm back to writing again, so I'll be working on a new short film called Cape.
Oh, what's that about?
A man who can't fly.
Oh, does he need a magical cape?
No, he's in a world where some people can fly, some people can't, and he loses the ability, and it means he loses his job, and he has to find a way to do it. But there's a deeper story in there. There's a deeper story.
It sounds quite sad.
It's a really nice story.
Okay, fine.
Although, if I do say so myself, because
Yeah.
you haven't actually seen it, it might be terrible.
No, I'm sure it'd be great.
Thank you.
I'm sure it'd be great. Right, okay, on to my favourite part. It is the quick fire round. Are you ready?
Yes?
Popcorn, salt or sweet?
Both.
No, you can't say both.
I like them together, sweet and salted.
No, just one.
Okay, fine.
Or the other.
Sweet.
Okay. Spring or autumn?
Spring.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
Anchorman or old school?
Anchorman.
Nando's or KFC?
Nando's.
Small gig or live at the Apollo?
Small gig.
Ooh, favourite male comedian?
Stand up, I'm going to say Dave Chappelle.
Okay. Favourite female comedian?
Tina Fey.
Okay. Favourite person to impersonate?
Obama.
Tuxedo or tracksuit?
Tracksuit.
Afro or cane rose?
I've had both. Cane rose, because I've got it now.
Okay. That is it. I love
okay,
it.
brilliant. Thank
you
you
so much, Tai. That is all we've got time for today's show. But please tell everybody out there where they can find out more about you.
Okay, you can find my page on Facebook. That's Tai Campbell World. On Instagram, I am Tai_84. You can also find my groups, New Zealand, Musical, and also Slice of Rhyme on Facebook.
All right, lots of places to find more out about Tai. And that is all we have time for on today's show. And that is it for Series 1 of TMTV. Be sure to keep an eye on our socials. I'll see you then.